High in the heart of the Peruvian Andes, nestled 2,430 meters above sea level, stands one of humanity's most awe-inspiring creations, Machu Picchu, a city carved into the mountaintop, where clouds swirl like spirits and the jungle reclaims its secrets. To visit is to feel wonder. To study it is to chase answers to ancient engineering, forgotten rituals, and the mysteries of a vanished empire. Built in the mid-15th century, at the height of the Inca Empire, Machu Picchu is far more than stone ruins. It is a superstructure, an achievement in civil engineering, urban planning, and spiritual design. And to this day, it still guards its secrets. Most visitors see only a small piece, the iconic citadel of around 200 buildings. But Machu Picchu's true scale stretches over 32,000 hectares, with hidden roads, undiscovered structures, and new frontiers being uncovered with every passing year. With modern technology, satellites, 3D scanning, and LIDAR imaging, we are now able to lift the veil on this ancient wonder. And what we're discovering is extraordinary. The truth is, 60% of Machu Picchu is underground. What we see on the surface is only a fraction of its brilliance. The rest is buried beneath stone and soil, an intricate network of drainage systems, foundations, and engineering marvels designed to tame one of the most dangerous environments on Earth. But let's go back to why it was built at all. Constructed at the summit of a narrow ridge surrounded by sheer cliffs and constant rainfall, building here was a daring choice. Some might say foolish, but the Inca were not fools. They were master engineers. To understand Machu Picchu, you must see it from above. From space, its position reveals its purpose. The city is not isolated. It's connected by hundreds of kilometers of Inca roads, a spiderweb linking sacred sites across the Andes. In fact, Machu Picchu was once thought to be remote, but now we know. It was a hub connected to the empire by at least 9 ancient roads, discovered in part by LIDAR scans that reveal the invisible. These roads weren't for the public. They were protected, guarded. Access was controlled. To reach Machu Picchu, one needed permission, and often a spiritual reason. New studies show that the roads include suspension bridges and double-jump doors, sophisticated checkpoints designed not only for defense but to mark transitions between ordinary life and sacred ground. One such gateway lies at Cochabamba, a site 7 kilometers from the city, recently re-excavated. It holds 14 purification fountains, where visitors likely cleanse themselves before entering sacred space. A spiritual checkpoint, hidden in the jungle, now slowly uncovered by technology and machete. And that's the theme here, revealing the unseen. LIDAR, a laser-based mapping tool, can scan beneath the forest canopy. It has revealed trails, ruins, walls, and structures never before seen. Structures that shift our understanding of this place from a remote retreat to a spiritual and astronomical megacity. Yes, astronomical. Machu Picchu is aligned with the heavens. It was built in perfect harmony with the movement of the stars and the sun. At its core, it's a calendar, a temple to time. The Inca Observatory, hidden on the northern face of Huayna Picchu Mountain, lay undisturbed for centuries. Discovered decades ago but only properly excavated in 2012, its orientation was a revelation. 2 carefully placed orifices in its walls align perfectly with Mount Yanantin and the June solstice sunrise. Through these openings, the Incas could also track the rising of the Pleiades, a star cluster sacred to Andean culture and used to predict the agricultural calendar. Inside the observatory, sunlight on the solstice would pass through one opening and project onto the back wall. No need to look directly at the blinding light. And for the Pleiades, astronomer priests would kneel in the shadow and peer through the second orifice. What they saw wasn't just stars, it was the future, the timing of the harvest, the movement of the gods. This structure, unseen to visitors, confirms Machu Picchu's role as an astronomical instrument, not just a city. But the brilliance doesn't stop with the stars. Rainfall here exceeds 2 meters per year. Landslides and floods are constant threats. Yet for over 500 years, Machu Picchu has endured because the Inca knew how to tame water. More than half the effort to build Machu Picchu went underground. Beneath the visible terraces lies an ingenious drainage system. Stone layers stacked in perfect sequence, rocks, gravel, sand, soil, each layer designed to control water, slow it down, and send it safely down the mountain. The terraces? They're not decoration, they're armor. Engineered slopes that keep the city from sliding off the mountain. In fact, recent discoveries show that these terraces extend all the way down to the river below. The whole mountain is fortified. And then there's the water supply itself. High on the eastern side of the mountain lies a single sacred spring, the source that powered an entire city. From there, the Inca carved narrow channels in stone, measuring only centimeters wide, to guide water down the slope. Following a precise 3% incline, they delivered over 200,000 liters of fresh water per day, a feat of engineering even by today's standards. That water flowed into 17 fountains spread across the city, each one with inlets and outlets, giving every home access to clean, flowing water year-round. And the canals, they crossed through the agricultural zone, but were not for irrigation. The Inca trusted the rain for their crops. These channels were purely for drinking and ritual purification. Their agriculture terraces were placed to face the sunrise, capturing the maximum light and creating a warm nighttime microclimate for crops like corn. Every inch of this city was intentional, designed in tune with the mountain, not against it. Now imagine building all of this on a slope of granite chaos. The city was not built on flat land. The site was a tangle of granite boulders, an uneven geological nightmare, but the Inca didn't clear the chaos. They used it. They turned the mountain itself into a quarry, cutting and shaping local granite to build their walls, without iron tools, without wheels, without cranes. Granite is one of the hardest stones on earth, yet the Inca worked it with hematite, a natural iron oxide found on site, using it like a hammer to shape the blocks. Then they fit the stones together so tightly that not even a blade of grass can fit between them. No mortar, no cement, just pure precision. They placed one block on a wedge, shaped it, and then matched the next stone until they interlocked like puzzle pieces. It wasn't just impressive, it was earthquake-proof. In earthquakes, the stones don't crack. They move together, absorb the shock, and settle back in place. Spanish buildings crumbled in past quakes. Inca walls stood tall. That's why Machu Picchu still stands today, not in spite of nature, but because of their harmony with it. No written records survive. The Inca left no blueprints. Their secrets were passed through memory, through sacred rites and silent stone. But one more key may yet unlock the last of Machu Picchu's secrets, a system of knotted cords called quipu, found across the empire. Long thought to be simple accounting tools, new research at Harvard is uncovering a possibility far greater, that these codes are a written language waiting to be decoded. If true, these strings might hold the stories of Machu Picchu, its construction, its purpose, its people, its fall. We're not just uncovering stones, we're uncovering knowledge, a worldview built on balance between earth and sky, water and stone, man and mountain. And in that balance, we find not just the brilliance of a lost civilization, but a message for our own.